Hi guys, welcome to our channel here again and the 19th episode of our financial market breakdown. So greetings from our friend here, Dominic DeCoco. You can see he's happy today. He's always playing music for us here. Anyway, so this week we're going to look at a few pairs just like last week. Last week I remember I covered gold and Aussie dollar, and in gold we had that beautiful downward play which we got into that trade and exited along the way. Got a few profits off the market, and we're still waiting for lower lows to be formed at 1265. Aussie dollar had also covered that will have a downward play, and we're having that beautiful play at the moment, and we're also riding that short. So today we'll update and see what's going on. So that's it guys, I won't take long today. I'll just do Aussie dollar, a follow-up on last week's analysis, and maybe one more pair and leave the floor to Ken. So let's get into the markets. So yeah guys, this is Aussie dollar. Just to do a follow-up on last week's analysis. When we did this, is the daily chart. So today won't take long because it's just a brief follow-up, because last week we covered the main thing of what will happen to this pair. So we drew this channel and we saw that we're forming lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs with marked to the yellow region. And I said if we're able to break past this yellow region, we'll have nullified the formation of lower lows and lower highs, and we'll be looking to go back to the upside. But we had this false breakout. If I can zoom, we had this false breakout to touch our resistance level 0.7200 level. We had that beautiful candlestick formation on the daily chart. We had a doji close followed by sort of a shooting star, but basically a shooting star which closed back below our trend line, and which also respected the broken trend line. As you can see, we had that first touch, second touch, and now we are having that beautiful drop to the downside. So if I'm able to go down to the 4-hour chart, so according to the 4-hour chart, we were in that beautiful channel which we covered last week, and I said that according to the analysis, how we analyze it here at Financial Hub community, we know when a channel is almost breaking either to the downside or to the upside. We were able to know when this one was able to break. We first had that analysis that the market will break after touching this first part, but market came back up, was really attracted by the resistance level 0.720. We beautifully touched it, and after that we had that beautiful drop. So currently we are riding this short down to the downside. As I've shown on the chart here, we're targeting our first target around 0.70707 or 0.7080. Around that region, it's a major resistance level. If that level is able to be broken, we have further downward movement. Why I have that confluence of that being the target we're targeting is because of this. So looking back here, after we had that flash crash down here, and if I'm able to zoom that, after having this flash crash, I drew my trend line starting from this level. It's a much better support level that I can start my trend line. So if I'm able to zoom out, as you can see, we are having that that trend line going back up. So my first target is targeting this level, and if it's able to be broken to the downside, then I'll be looking for more short plays to go further down. But for now, this is a highly very strong, attractive magnetic level that the market, as you can see, is being pulled at the moment to go heading to that level. So that's basically what I have on Aussie dollar. And also what really helped me get into another trade over here is the fact that after when we came down here, we found resistance, and when we found when we came down here, we found support. And after finding support, is because if we're able to extend this, it's sort of a region with that level. So once we got, and this is on the 4-hour chart, once we got that break, we had that retest. I had a analysis that we might come and retest the trend line, the broken trend line, in line with the EMA over there. So we're able to respect the EMA, and market was remained back below, and following market structure, we have not been able to break above this EMA. So market came and found resistance at this level. As you can see, we spiked above, closed below, touched it 1, 2, 3, 4, had a beautiful downward bearish candlestick, and the market has been dropping ever since. So target as we've said, we've covered 0.707 level, and after that we'll do a follow-up and see where the market will be going. So that's basically what I have on Aussie dollar, and maybe I can look at one more pair. So yeah guys, this is the gold 4-hour chart. Just a follow-up on last week's analysis. We had that beautiful downward capitulation as we had analyzed, and market seems, after breaking the support level between 1285 and 1280, between within that region, after breaking that, market dropped below. We came as low as 1271 before the market was capped, and now we're finding sort of resistance to go further down that support level. So according to what to what I've drawn, sorry about that, is this the red trend line I have over here, I mean the red support level I have. If we're able to close below this level, which is 1273.5, if we're able to close below this region and break this support level, we might have that further movement down to 1265. But we cannot neglect the fact that we're forming that sort of inverse head and shoulder on the 4-hour chart. So we had this downward move, found resistance around 1279, 1280, came back down, had that beautiful formation at the 1271 level, we had that retest of that line, and now we are forming around this region. So depending on how this candlestick closes on the 4-hour chart, we'll also do a look at the 2-hour chart. Depending on how this closes, we might have that move, we might have a move back up to test around 1283, 1285 region before we have that final movement down to 1265. We're still strong on that analysis. According to how we analyze the market, we still favor downward plays in the long term, but we might have that short-term correction to the upside. So if you go to the 2-hour chart, so according to the 2-hour chart, what we can see is that now we're basically, when we go down to the lower time frames, we're looking for that candlestick formation and see what the market is telling us. So we had that close below 1273.5, and the market seems to not really get up. Personally, let me say, I'm not really getting that sense of direction of where market might go. So we're following mainly the 4-hour chart, which will tell us where the market will go. So if we're able to close back above this level, we're looking for long plays, but we stay flexible. If the market comes below this region, we're looking for that downward play straight to 1265 region. So that's basically what I have. I'll do a follow-up on this later on during the week on our Financial Hub website, and I'll follow up on next week's analysis. So that's basically what I have, guys. Hope you have a wonderful week. My friend here, Dominic DeCoco, also has a beautiful analysis on the GA. He's actually riding that long at the moment. And yeah, guys, so I'll leave the floor to Ken to cover the rest of the pairs.
So hi guys, hope you've been doing well and trading the markets, having a good Easter holiday, and you enjoyed the weekends. So for us also, we had some breaks, but yesterday we came back to the markets and we're currently riding some positions. Actually, today we are not going to cover very many positions. I'm only going to do around 3 setups. The main reason is that last week we had bank holidays on Friday and also on Monday, so yesterday. So markets have not really been moving, and it's very hard to pinpoint the directions that the markets will be taking. So for this week, we'll be catching up with momentum, trying to identify trades probably late today or tomorrow. So to get the updates that we'll be covering, besides the video, you can check out our website also, and you can also join our WhatsApp group where we'll feed people the updates as the markets will be unfolding. So I'll only do 3 setups. I'll look at oil, I'll look at Euro USD, and I'll look at one exotic pair that I trade, GBP card, and that will be it for the day. So I'll start off with oil on the daily charts. So yeah, oil has been moving up for pretty much some time, starting off from the $45 mark when we bottomed. That was in December. We're now into the 4th month of the year, actually almost the 5th month, and for the last 5 months, oil has made a move from 42.5 actually, and we're heading to the 67.5. So what do I think about this market? Or rather, what does price action show me? So last week on the group I posted, and it was more of a setup, telling you guys that we expected oil to rally upwards to touch 67.5, and I still hold that we will touch 67.5. and ultimately even $70. But I will warn you, as you come into the markets right now, trying to forecast where this market will go past $70 is going to be quite a task. I think we are now entering the correction zone. So probably between $65 and $70 we'll witness some big correction coming in this market. So timing it right now is quite hard because price has not yet shown me. But I know we are entering those zones. So between 65, 66, 66.75 and the $70 mark. So I'll be watching for a big reversal between those two levels, between 65 and $70, a 500 pip region, and we will get a big correction. And I'll show you why when price actually reveals what I'm trying to look for. So currently we have this line that is holding. So the first bounce, second bounce, we attach a break, attach a break. So we've been generally getting a directional move upwards. You could trade this on even breakouts. In the breakout, so meaning you wait for the breakout of a level and you execute your position, and that will actually confirm to you your buyer. So for oil, if we go down to the 4-hour chart to see the precise setup that I'm talking about, then you discover that we're in this channel. We had this correction in form of a flag, and after that flag we had a move upwards, a touch, a comeback, touching the line the fourth time. Then we had the breakout candle sending this pair higher. So I'm currently in this trade. I'm riding it all the way to 67.5. I've not yet closed my positions, and that's what I think for oil will be happening. So I'll be watching for short setups at 67.5, at least a slight correction before going higher to 70. But if you get again a break of 67.5 or a consolidation like this one, then I won't be shorting it for the long haul. So 67.5, $70, we are watching for that, but I'll be keeping you updated on the website and also on the group. So you can just follow us and you'll be updated on what you're looking for in this pair right now. So I'll go down to the next pair that I'm doing. So this is Euro daily chart, assessing the pair. Last week we highlighted that we'll be getting this short play, but we expected a move at least to touch 1350. We never got that move. Instead we got like 4 rejection candles, a follow-up with a continuation candle, which is very strong. So I still hold my bias. We are going lower on this one, ultimately to S2 1140, 1150, 1100. We're looking for that zone. So on that zone. But if we go down to the 4-hour chart, I actually have a different setup on this one. So this is the 4-hour chart, and examining the 4-hour chart, we discover that we had a move from the S1 mark. We touched the pivots yesterday, and we formed more of a bearish candle pattern with the 3-pin pattern engulfing coming in. But also you can see that the markets are also trying not to go lower, so we are trying to go higher. So currently on this one I'm 50-50. If the pivot holds, then we'll sink directly to the level I've told you, 1140. But if we get a move above the pivot, which is also highly likely, I'm torn between the two, that's why I'm not taking a stand currently, then we'll be getting a move to 1300, which will also be a very good entry level and a correction point to this move. So that will be 78.6, and a move to this one, to the S2 mark. So trading this one would mean that I execute that one, and a move to that point will be 100 ticks guaranteed. But if we don't get this move, then we'll be sinking lower. So now that's upon you to decide how you're going to position yourself and how you're going to manage the two possibilities that are likely to happen. That's the primary job of a trader. We have given you our insights and our probabilities. Now it's time for you to decide which stand you're taking based on what price action will be doing. I'll then go down to the last pair that I'll be doing, GBP card. Then we'll be done for the day. So this is GBP Canadian dollar. I think I've never analyzed this pair. This is the first time I'm doing it. It's an exotic pair that I always look at. So if you examine this pair, you discover that we've been forming higher lows and higher highs. So if I highlight the higher low, the recent, we had a higher low at this point, then we had the second low coming in at this point, the third low coming in at this point, and definitely we expected a move to touch at least this point, which will mean the formation of a new lower high, probably new highs, or probably a correction before the drop, because examining it from a long-term perspective, you discover that you may be setting up for a reversal. So that was what I was looking for on this one, but you can see clearly we have not yet touched S2. So I think we'll be having a fractal on this one that you can trade, and I'll show you the setup on the 4-hour chart when we go down there. So if I go down to the 4-hour chart, Yeah, this is the 4-hour chart. I have my levels marked, and you can see I have another channel inside. So from the channel, I can deduce that probably we'll be getting a move to touch 17,450, 1.7450, which will also be a touch of the pivot point, the pivot region. So a move to touch this level, then we'll get a short again to touch this setup, 1.7250. A highly probable trade, this one. I'd advise you to execute on this one. Of the three that I've analyzed, I think this one is the most likely to play out, with oil being the second and probably euro the third. So probably 3 high probability setups that you could execute, and you could be able to make some good money out of this. 200 pips to the downside, you can execute and make your cash. So that's it from us, guys. We've analyzed the pairs that we had, the setups that we had. Hope you guys enjoy, learn. And for the guys that have been giving us review, thanks a lot. We've gotten very good reviews about the book. We've gotten very, very good reviews about the breakdowns that you've been doing. At least we can see that you're helping some people, and we'll keep on doing what you're doing, in fact improve it. So that's it from us. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and also invite your friends. Dikoko has also said thank you, and we'll see you next time when we'll be breaking down the markets. Bye from Dominic Dikoko.